Okay, so you know how the internet absolutely loses its mind when a celebrity marriage falls apart, right? Well, buckle up because the Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman divorce just took a wild turn that nobody saw coming. And honestly, what I'm about to tell you is going to flip everything you thought you knew about this situation completely upside down. So, Keith and Nicole, power couple goals for literally 19 years, right? Then boom, September hits and Nicole files for divorce citing irreconcilable differences, and suddenly the rumor mill goes into absolute overdrive. But here's where it gets interesting, and trust me, you're going to want to hear this part. Everyone started pointing fingers at Keith's 25-year-old guitarist Maggie Baugh, and the internet detectives were convinced they'd cracked the case, but hold on because what actually happened is so much different than what everyone's been saying, and a country singer just stepped in to drop some major truth bombs that are shutting down all these wild theories. Now, before I get into the bombshell revelation, let me paint you a picture of how crazy this whole thing spiraled. Keith's out there on his High and Alive world tour, killing it on stage with his band. And Maggie's been his guitarist all summer long, absolutely shredding alongside him. Then this one video surfaces on TikTok, and I mean this thing went absolutely viral, where Keith changes the lyrics to his hit song during a live performance. Instead of singing the original line, he looks right at Maggie, points directly at her, and belts out a personalized version that has her name in it. The crowd goes wild. Maggie posted on her own page with a caption that says, "Did he just say that?" And suddenly, everyone's connecting dots that apparently don't even exist. The comment section exploded faster than you can imagine. People are writing things like, "We just seen the reason," and "Is this his new partner?" And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, the internet really just runs with anything, doesn't it? But here's the plot twist that nobody expected. And this is where things get really interesting, because the truth is actually so much simpler than all these conspiracy theories floating around. Alexandra K, who's dropping a brand new album called Second Wind, just sat down for an interview with Taste of Country Nights, and she had some very specific things to say about her good friend Maggie Baugh. Now, Alexandra knows Maggie personally, like actually hangs out with her, and she came out swinging to defend both Maggie and Keith from all this media madness. She told the interviewers straight up that she was absolutely heartbroken for them because of how insane the media scrutiny has become. And honestly, I can't blame her for feeling that way. But then she drops the real bomb that should end all this speculation once and for all. Are you ready for this? Maggie Baugh already has a boyfriend. Yeah, you heard that right. She's in a committed, happy, thriving relationship with someone who has absolutely nothing to do with Keith Urban or this entire divorce situation. Alexandra confirms she's actually met the boyfriend herself, says Maggie is very happy, and made it crystal clear that Maggie has nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with Keith and Nicole's marriage falling apart. Now, I find it fascinating how quickly people jump to conclusions without having any actual facts. You know what I mean? Like, here's Keith just being a supportive bandmate, giving props to his talented guitarist during a live show, which honestly seems like a pretty normal thing for a performer to do, and suddenly half the internet is convinced there's some scandalous affair happening. The man literally just changed some song lyrics as a fun moment during a concert, something countless performers do all the time. But because the timing coincided with his divorce announcement, everyone's detective hats came on and the speculation went into overdrive. Alexandra also mentioned something that really resonated with me. She said she feels sad for everybody involved that people are picking apart their personal lives like this, and she's praying for peace and privacy for all of them. And you know what? Having gone through her own public divorce back in 2023, Alexandra totally understands what it's like to have your personal life dissected by strangers on the internet. The reality is that Keith and Nicole were together since 2005, got married in 2006, built a beautiful family with their two daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, and after 19 years, something changed in their relationship that led to this divorce. That's honestly all we know for sure, and everything else is just noise and speculation. What really gets me about this whole situation is how an innocent professional relationship between a mentor and his younger band member got twisted into something it never was, all because people couldn't resist creating drama where none existed. Maggie's out here trying to build her solo career. Just released a new song called The Devil Win. She's been working hard and focusing on her own music journey, and instead of celebrating her talent, people are dragging her into a narrative that has nothing to do with her actual life. So the next time you see some wild rumor circulating about celebrities online, maybe take a second to remember this story and realize that not everything is what it seems on the surface, and sometimes the truth is way less dramatic than the fiction people create in their heads.